What if I told you we're 1 year away from life changing wealth? What if I told you you're most likely not prepared? The crypto revolution is really less than you think it is. It is really only the next evolution of the internet. Blockchain and cryptographic encryption unlocks things that the internet couldn't do without both blockchain and cryptographic encryption. Now, things that will make the internet far more powerful and secure than ever before. And I'll share with you why it is less than you think it is, and in some ways, more. Now, I'm going to guess that as I said those things at the beginning, that a few things went through your mind. Number one, how does Rain really know that we are going parabolic in a year? And secondly, what does he mean? I'm not prepared. I'm here, aren't I? So let's address one at a time. How does Rain really know that we're going parabolic in 1 year? Well, truthfully, I don't have a magic crystal ball. I don't know that it's exactly a year from now. But the next evolution of this is coming, and we're seeing the momentum building for this. And I know where it goes from here. Now, it might happen in 6 months. It might happen in 18 months. It might be exactly 12 or 13 months from now in next November and December. My best guess is chances are most likely, in my opinion, the end of next year, November and December. But I don't have a magic crystal ball. That's just what the best odds, according to how I look at it and the patterns in the past and how I'm seeing things unfold, lay out to. So I don't know. And really, does it matter exactly? Because what if it's 6 months from now? What if it is 18 months or 24 from now, months from now? Isn't the bigger question, is this really going to happen? And yes, it is really going to happen. Which leads us to point two. Are you prepared? Well, you are here, and you should congratulate yourself for that, because being fully prepared would be absolutely impossible if you weren't here. And the truth is, a small percentage of you are. Not everyone here isn't prepared, but most aren't. However, there's some rules to being prepared for it. Number one is deploying capital. And one of the main principles or rules is crypto is extremely volatile, and the gains are high enough that you do not want to borrow funds in order to invest in crypto. Why? Well, it messes up your ability to be patient, because sometimes things take longer than you think. And if they do take longer than you think when you borrowed funds, it often cripples your ability to be patient, which is a central key to being prepared. So short of borrowing funds, though, are you deployed? Are you deploying? That's what you need to be looking at. Are you deploying into projects before they pump instead of after? Now, we've recently had some big pumps on some projects. And so people come in and start foaming in. And we're seeing a little of that in Bitcoin. Bitcoin isn't where it was last December, where you could have got Bitcoin for about half of where it's trading now. Well, those lows are in. And it's not like it's a terrible price for Bitcoin. It's better than it will be in the future, but isn't early for that. There are still a lot of altcoins that are near previous lows, and some are actually at lows. And so those are a better buy, in my opinion. Though, as to what you buy, understand this about crypto. 70% of the crypto projects out there are complete crap, and you want to filter those out. I don't touch meme coins, even though some meme coins will do well. Too little control, too high of a variability where it's hard to stack the odds in your favor. And one of the big things about crypto and making good money in crypto is finding bets where the odds are stacked in your favor. And yes, I said bets, because isn't that what investing really is you're taking calculated risk. Investing is putting your money at risk, and you could lose it. So taking bets where the odds are stacked in your favor. And how do you do that? Well, you are looking for businesses where there's a strong leadership team. Number two, Web3, or the next evolution of the internet, would be beneficial by what this team is accomplishing. And number three, how far away are they from that? Four is how cheap are they now? Because crypto, we have so much ADHD these days that a lot of times very good projects fade out of the narrative and people forget to think about them. This was recently the example with Chainlink, and nobody was thinking about it. And then it's been absolutely going gangbusters. Well, good better time to buy it was when nobody was thinking about it, researching it, realizing, yep, it's still going to do very well. They're still highly relevant, and buying it while it was boring. Now, there are still lots of projects out there that are very boring right now. They have strong fundamentals behind them. If you want more on analyzing projects and essentially taking bets where things are in your favor, then you want to take my Zero to Crypto Hero course. And it's about 2.5 hours of very specific, concise instruction on how I take outsized bets to stack the odds in my favor. But I wanted to give you a little bit of preview in this because today was about, are you prepared? And so really you aren't prepared if you're just throwing your money into whatever. Now, because of the timing that we're at, it's the most forgiving if you just are throwing your money out wherever, meaning if you throw a dart at the dartboard and you pick projects based on that, you would actually do way better than normal because generally the market is still way, way down. And sometime between the next 6 months to probably 18, maybe 24 months, the market is going to go absolutely ballistic. And most things that are going to fail have already failed. So there will be less failures than normal from here to that bull run. Secondly, even projects that will not survive long-term will survive short-term long enough to reach that cycle, and you'll still see really outsized gains. However, you can amplify your gains by taking better picks. And isn't that what we're doing? Now, I'd love to say that's what we're all doing, but I see a lot of gambling in the crypto space. And what the difference between gambling and investing is gambling is taking bets where on average you're going to lose. And investing is learning enough about the rules of the game to identify the businesses with higher likelihood to succeed. And if they succeed, your money could do far better than double. So if they fail, you could lose it. So say you were able to evaluate projects so that you had a 70% chance that the project would succeed from here to the next bull run. And if you are right on this, it'll probably do somewhere between 10 to 500x your money. Now, is that a bet worth taking? Well, it's sure a hell of a lot of better bet than gambling, because gambling, you're going to have between a 47% to 48.5% chance of winning, which means the odds are stacked against you. And if you do win, you only double your money. And if you lose, you lose it all, which is why I never gamble, because in the crypto space, I can stack the odds so massively in my favor that gambling is completely unattractive to me. Why would I take such poor bets? Now, this is part of the reason I stay away from meme coins. It's harder to stack the odds as in your favor as you can with other things. Yes, sometimes there are people that do outsized returns in meme coins, just like there are sometimes people who win the lottery, but that does not mean that I play the lottery. Do I have a lot of friends in the crypto space that play with meme coins? Yes, I do. I know a few of them that even made some money on it. Do you know everyone I know that's rich from crypto hasn't done it through meme coins, hasn't done it through anything but what I'm talking about here? All right. Are you prepared? Well, the best way to answer that question is yourself 12 to 18 months from now. And the question is your future self going to say, oh my gosh, I am so glad I was well prepared. I'm so glad I squeezed my expenses. I was putting in everything I could without using my rent money or my mortgage money, without using my car payment to invest in crypto. But you might have squeezed expenses. You might have waited on getting that new car that you've been looking forward to. You might have waited on getting that new couch so you could put that into crypto. And during this window of time, make outsized returns so that your gains can be so much better between right near the end of the bear market, which is where we're at now. and we're heading into the bull market phase. And this ride is going to be absolutely wild. And if you're prepared, you're going to do so exceptionally well, it will change your finances. Now, keep in mind, one cycle won't often make you rich enough to never have to work again. The good news is 2 cycles easily can. Because in a lot of US countries, if you made $5 or $6 million, even from this cycle, and that would mean you did really good. You took some bets, placed some investments that were well placed, and some of the projects did exceptionally well for you. And you put in some significant funds because $6 million isn't likely to come from just a $1,000 investment. Though it could, you'd have to get extremely lucky. And so I don't like planning on luck. I like stacking the odds in my favor, but it could happen. And say you made $6 million because you put in 10 or 20 or 30 or 100 or 150,000. And 150,000 to 6 million, that's still 40x. But is 6 million, where are you? Well, you got to pay your capital gains tax. And depending on the country, some have zero capital gains tax for crypto. Many have about 20 to 25% capital gains tax. And so you've gone from 6 million to 4.5 million. Well, a pretty nice house in a lot of metro areas these days costs between 800,000 to 2 million for just a decent house, not even a mansion. Okay. So wow, you're down to, you just paid 2 million for a pretty decent house, and you're going to have to pay property tax on that year after year. And you only have 2.5 million left. Okay. So you buy a supercar or two. Got to set money aside for your living, for the oil changes and tire expense on your supercars and other things. And you're not really rich yet. But let's say you buy a decent house and you buy a $600,000 house, and you buy a decent car and you buy a $40 or $50 or $60,000 car cash, not a supercar, Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Honda, something that then you can afford the oil changes on and everything. And then you set a lot of that capital to the side for the next bear market. Then you take that right up. And let's say the next bull market that follows the coming bear market that will likely be here after this bull run, even if this is a really good bull run, and you have a couple million set aside to invest in that. Well, let's say you make 20x on that, and you go from, say, 2 or 3 million that you had set aside for that. And let's just use the 3 million, and you go 20x from there. Now you're at 60 million. Fair to say you've now accomplished life-changing gains. For some of you who are single, you have accomplished wife-changing gains, and things have totally changed for you. So this cycle can be really good, and you want to be well prepared, though I can't really know if you're well prepared for this, but your future self will know. And if you're looking back and saying, oh my gosh, I should have cut this, I should have cut this, well, then you have your answer. You could have invested more. Secondly is 2 cycles. Complete life-changing wealth in 2 cycles. If you pay close attention and you learn these principles. Do note, most people don't do well in crypto. I have geared this channel towards helping people on the right path. This is what I have fun doing, what I'm good at. I did other investing for 20 years. I really figured out the efficiencies behind investing in stocks and mostly actually real estate and real estate investing. When I found crypto, I realized that it was faster, it was more volatile, and it was just as risky, in some ways less risky, in some ways more. The volatility, though, can be what crushes you, but the volatility is also what makes it so profitable if you follow my principles. So me covering what I cover and when I cover it doesn't lead to massive channel growth. Covering projects when they're undervalued does not lead to millions of subscribers. It just doesn't, because nobody's searching for those tokens when it's down. And so you get terrible search engine optimization, terrible results of new people finding your videos because you're covering what's cheap when it is cheap. But what it does lead to is a wealthier audience. That is what this channel is about. That's what I'm dedicated to. Look, I make my own money through my own investments. The additional money I make through this channel is just fun for me. I took a path that leads to very low amounts of money from the channel, but something that was far more important to me, which is your success. Because as you are massively successful, well, we've created a family of massively successful people. And I can't say I know what that fully adds up to yet, but I do believe this principle. If you help enough people get what they want in life, you'll always have what you need. We'll see. This is an experiment in that. All right. Enjoy this rap. Fun way to just reinforce these principles. See y'all soon.
Came into the space chasing all of the gains, chasing the pumps and all of the hype trains. But like in life, you buy before you could. Was told to buy when it was pouring like a rainmaker should. I buy when it's down, don't chase the boats that I miss. Cause I always make the time in mind. I take the one out cause I'm patient like that. And I'll wait for the right time. I sell when it's high, I buy when it's low. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm just a rainmaker running the show. Calculated investments, I don't leave with my heart. The principles are simple, they're leaving a mark. Why when it's boring, just gotta be smart. I sell when it's hype, like all the channels they pump it. That's when I was selling, got parabolic and dump it. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm a rainmaker, making my own start. I'm with the future, learning the past. Makes the time fly by, years going so fast. The game plan is mine, I'll own it now. When I reach the top, haters asking me how. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love. And I follow what I learn, not relying on luck. Time is never better, the time like the present. This next 5 years is a gift and it's feeling like heaven. I'm committed to learn, to study and to know that nothing comes easy but with knowledge the game show. Sticking out this wrong cause soon will come a bear market. Learning and growing and when it's slow will be the target. Naysayers come out, Bitcoin is dead. The massive decreases can get to your head. Sticking around, the time is better. I'm strong like that, I'll let the others be fretters. 2 years time the ball will bring back the gains. That makes it worth the effort cause here comes the rain. So let's go rainmakers, let's make it all happen. Let go with the hate, let the haters be crafting. I'm here for 5 years, let's do this together. The time is right, the time could be better. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm a rainmaker, making my own start. I'm with the future, learning the past. Makes the time fly by, years going so fast. The game plan is mine, I'll own it now. When I reach the top, haters asking me how. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love. And I follow what I learn, not relying on luck. Haters be hating, the time to slow down. Addressing what they say when I'm wearing my crown. They're chasing green candles like someone who was new. I got a vision that was bigger, helping me to push through. I'm still human and sometimes it is rough. And that's what makes me special, simply I stay tough. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love. And I follow what I learn, not relying on luck.